Won here last year, and of course he's the 100-meter title. He's the 100-meter champion outdoors from Worlds. He's going to get everybody's best shot every race this year.
So this is the final of the men's Celsius 60 meters. The world record is held by American Christian Coleman. Set that back in 2018, as they will welcome these 8 athletes in through shoot and give the crowd a chance to kind of build the crescendo to some of the big stars that we'll introduce. But we'll start with the younger brother of the Lyles family unit, Josephus Lyles. 25-year-old. They grew up in Alexandria, Virginia.
Next out will be Brandon Carnes, who made the U.S. team last year and in fact got gold with the U.S. 4x1 at Worlds in Budapest, running the 3rd leg.
The third to be introduced, Kendall Williams was an SEC champion at both 100 and 200 meters when he competed for the University of Georgia, raised in Jacksonville, Florida.
Abdul Hakim Sani Brown of Japan and the University of Florida has already been at age 24, Paul, to 5 world championships. He got 6th in the 100, making the final last year.
Ronnie Baker, U.S. indoor champion back in 2017, won 2 NCAA titles at this distance when he raced for TCU.
Akeem Blake of Jamaica was 3rd fastest in qualifying, behind Fred Curley in heat number 2.
He set his new lifetime best in the 60 in the heats, and it was the first time he'd ever run the 60 in the heats. And Fred Curley ready for this stage here in Boston.
And then the star of the show. He left the World Championships last year with 3 gold medals in the 100, the 200, and the 4x1. The first American to do that since Tyson Gay in 2007, and the first man to do it since Usain Bolt. And that uniform that he has on signifies that he is a reigning world champion. So look for those all year in 2024.
So we're all looking towards Paris.
We better be.
What do you see, or what do you want to see from him at a 60-meter distance in early February that tells you he could be the Olympic 100-meter champion?
There were times when Noah would step into a 60 and even sometimes 100 where you go, he hasn't figured it out yet. I think those days are long behind him, and what happens when a sprinter of his sort of quality starts to figure it out, his confidence becomes unmatched. You see how he's approaching this race? He knows he's the man to beat. Everybody else in the race knows he's the man to beat, but he's confident enough to know, hey, I don't think anybody has anything here that's going to trouble me. We're about to find out.
And right next to him, exuding quiet confidence, perhaps, the Fred Curley way, is Fred Curley going into those blocks for only the 2nd time competitively indoors at this distance.
Curley and Lyles have very similar race models. They're never going to kill you out of the blocks, but man, do they come on at the end.
Don't blink. Men's 60-meter final in Boston. And everyone underway. Akeem Blake had a nice start. Here comes Noah Lyles. He's got to do some work, and I think he gets the work done. This one will be faster than he's ever run.
Wow.
As it'll be 6:44.
Okay.
A new lifetime best.
Okay, and you alluded to it before the gun went off, Paul. What could we see in a 60 that would indicate that Noah Lyles is ready potentially to be an Olympic 100-meter champion? Well, how about a personal best by that margin? His personal best coming in was 6:51, 6:44 world lead. And I didn't like his race at all because he let Akeem Blake get away from him. But again, the confidence. Oh, you got a good start? Guess what? I have the best top-end speed in the business, and here I come, right by Blake, who gets a season's best for his efforts. Fred Curley finished in 4th behind Ronnie Baker, who was 3rd. But I tell you what, you don't want to miss 2 weeks from now when Christian Coleman and Noah Lyles have to hook up to decide who makes that U.S. team headed to World Indoors.
just 2 advance to World Indoors. Usually 3 go to the big World Championship Outdoors or the Olympic Games. There you see the final results. Noah Lyles now equal number 11 performer all time in this event, and seems to still be celebrating as he's alongside Lewis Johnson. Lou?
Noah, these moments are special. Tell me about this time and this indoor win and what it all might implicate for this 2024 Olympic year.
I'm just thinking about in 2022 when I PR'd and I ran an American record. I'm thinking about last year when I PR'd at this meet and I became the 3-time world champion. Now I'm looking at another major PR. Guess what that means? We coming after everything. All the Olympic medals. I don't care who wants it, it's mine.
And what we all want to know, too, is how does this indoor time, this performance, how does it translate outdoor to the trials and potentially to the games in Paris?
All that people talk about is my start isn't good, my acceleration isn't good. Well, guess what? I just improved my 60 meters. The worst part of my race is dangerous out here.
Wow. More celebration. I think they're waiting for you, Noah.
I think they are, too. Thank you, Lewis.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
He is supremely confident and a